Hello guys, Be Blessed from Switzerland here. In this video I want to show you how you can adapt the design I showed you last time to be smaller and trigger no rates, and a design which heavily expands on the one I showed you last time up to 72 plots. But first to the small design. The small design has only 8 plots. In theory you could build a farm with 9 plots and it will still not trigger any rate, but because of the circular design it was way easier to work with 8 plots. Now to the bigger farm. The bigger farm has a crusher, so it can defend the rate it triggers completely automatic. It is basically a triple version of the original design. With that all set, let's start with the building process of the small version. In this chest you see all the building materials we're gonna need. On the right we have just some wood blocks as example for your building blocks. We will not gonna need this much. But before we begin, let me introduce you to Steve's makerspace. In one of his videos he made also a smaller version of my original design, so be sure to check out the link to his video in the info box. Now we can start with the building process. The first task is again to connect the middle block to the shore, so we can attach the water pump to the water dispenser later in the video. In my case I did go 4 blocks down and then we moved the top 3 again, so we have this floating block illusion. Now let's add the rest of the water pump system and continue with the placement of the farmlands. Those are just arranged in a circle, as you probably guessed by now. Then let's add some block, the controller, the switch, and connect those two. Then one more block with a bearing on top, and on this bearing we will gonna add the beams with 2 blocks on each side. Add one chest on both sides, slide them up to be in the right position. On the connection ports of the chest we will gonna add both pumps, and don't forget to change the arrow direction. The circuit is the same as in the original video, just with a longer delay time. The sensor is placed underneath and set to 4 blocks range. Now connect them all. You need to place the water dispenser with 1 block offset to the right, just above the farmland. Connect the timer to the water dispenser, the switch to our NAND gate and our harvesting pump. And to finish it off, let's connect the controller to the rotating bearing and set the first digit on the controller to 135 degrees. And before you close the menu, don't forget to enable the loop button. Connect the water pump to the water container, add some seeds to the chest, start the farm and place the starting crop. And here we are, you are finished. Here you have your own fully automatic, no rate triggering farm. For added benefit, I built it on an island so there will be no wandering robots or something like that. With that all set, let's go over to the bigger design. For the bigger design I will not gonna give you a block by block tutorial, because I think if you are in the state that you can build something like that, you should be able to figure out the basic concept of the farm, how it works. One main change is that I, because of convenience, don't have the middle pillar, because I flipped the whole design, so I can attach the turning mechanism on top. The basic concept of the farm then is the same as in the original video, but it is just 3 of them stacked side by side. The reason why I didn't use pistons to move one of them out and in is because, as you can see here, even without any piston it wobbles quite a bit. And you can imagine with the pistons, I tried it, it was just way worse. Now to the crusher. Just like many other YouTubers, I use a crusher to defend the bots. Those crushers are relatively simple to make, just put some pistons somewhere, let them move up and down with the circuit, and the bot will have no chance. Of course, you can build this whole design as a square and will not have to go through the hassle to make it round, but in my opinion I just like it round. One last tip is, if you are going away, just turn on the crusher. So if you maybe forget there will be a raid, you can just watch it from the distance and see how the bots get destroyed. So here we are again on the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, just ask down in the comments. I will try to answer them as good as I can. If you have any ideas for future videos, be sure to comment them down below. And until next time, have a nice day and be blessed.